Dame Priti, lovely to see you this morning. Happy New Year to you. Perhaps you can answer a question that Darren Jones was strangely unable to. Do the Conservatives back what US President Donald Trump has done in Venezuela?
I've been very clear already that we are not shedding any tears whatsoever now that Maduro has gone. He was an oppressive tyrant, a terrible, terrible dictator that has done dreadful things to his people and country. And Camilla, I think the context of how America has got to this position is also important. And I don't even think our government has recognized that. You know, in terms of the drug trafficking, their own national security policy, America has been really, paving this course of action for some time, basically. Now, whether or not we agree or disagree with it, you're speaking to someone that when I was in government actually worked with America on stopping cocaine and illegal drugs from Latin America coming to our country. So, there'll be a lot of detail here, which I still don't think we fully know and understand. Lots of people are going on about the legals, but there'll be more information, I think, that will have to come out. What I think is a little bit alarming, to be really candid, is that the British government doesn't seem to know much about what has happened, and they clearly haven't put the calls in yet. So we'll be asking these questions of the government when Parliament returns tomorrow. And, I think this is a big moment, actually, for the UK-US relationship. It's apparently a special relationship. But again, we've not exactly been informed on much of the detail thus far.
OK, so I appreciate what you're saying about an absence of detail. And of course, conversations need to take place. But on the basis of what we do know, and let's be honest, the Sunday papers are full of detail about Maduro's past, why this has happened, all of the economic problems that the Venezuelan people have been facing in recent years. We also know how the operation was executed. Yes, concerns have been raised about a potential breach of international law. But just to put exactly the same question to you that I put to Darren Jones that he couldn't answer, do you support what the US president has done, yes or no?
Well, we support the fact that Maduro has now gone. His regime was awful,
but
so we support
Trump
that.
has done it.
Well, that's to be quite frank, as I've said already, I think that was on the cards from the action that America has been undertaking in recent months. So, we are pleased that he is no longer there. We are not losing any tears or sleep over this at all. What I think is important, Camilla, is what next? This is the question. We've just seen an audacious military operation, which was executed with great precision, and America, clearly, they're very proud of that. But it's about what comes next, and that's the political questioning that is required about whether or not Venezuela will now move on that pathway of democracy, freedom, and also good governance. It's a deeply corrosive country with corruption at every single level there. And even a VP who's just been sworn in to become president, there are sanctions against her in Europe and with the American administration. So this is not going to be a walk in the park. And I think we all have to go in with our eyes wide open about the next steps and what this means. And also there are British nationals that live in Venezuela too. So we want to ensure that obviously the people of Venezuela, they get their, not just say their freedoms, but they are put on the path to good governance and freedom in the right way.